I'm Dr. Raj Gupta. I am a consultant pediatrician and I'm also the undergraduate tutor for the Tunbridge Wells site. As you might be aware, we are a large acute hospital trust and our catchment population is over 500,000 across the two sites, which is Tunbridge Wells Hospital and Maidstone Hospitals. We are a designated trauma unit and from obstetric and pediatric viewpoint, we have more than 6,000 deliveries a year in the hospital across the trust. We have most major clinical specialties across two sites to be able to offer you a breadth of clinical experience. As a trust, we have a strong emphasis on teaching and training of medical students right the way across to higher specialty trainees. We tailor our training program to meet your curriculum requirements and most recently in line with the curriculum 2020 for the GKT students. In addition to the formal lectures, bedside teaching, we also provide help for your OSCE exams, your SSCs, and try and prepare you well to develop a future specialty interest. The students are placed across both sites, which is the Tunbridge Wells Hospital and Maidstone Hospitals. And as I have mentioned earlier, there are clinical specialties across both sites. And your accommodation arrangements are also available at both sites, but they will be provided depending upon where you are posted and other logistics are looked into. Most students who have been with us, they have enjoyed their time with us, and quite a few come back to us as junior doctors. As students, we do realize that you need, in addition to the clinical experience, some support from us, pastoral care, and engagement with the doctor's mess, so all of which is provided. Our medical education managers and the admin department at both sites are quite helpful, and me and my colleague, we are undergraduate tutors at the two sites, and we are also available for you as and when required. So we also have a unique F1 buddy system whereby we allocate each medical student for year 5s a Foundation 1 doctor as your buddy, and that from our experience and from the feedback we receive from the medical students has been very positive and is quite helpful, because you can approach them and access them for day-to-day activities and to tweak your teaching and training program as per your needs. As you would imagine, the Foundation 1 being at that level, they realize your needs most than anybody else. So that has been quite helpful, and we always offer that service. We have grand rounds with multiple specialities involved across both sites on a regular basis, and we have MDTs as well, and you would be welcome to attend those depending upon your roster commitments, etc. And I'm sure you would find that useful too.
I want to welcome you to the teaching campus at Maidstone and Tunbridge Wells NHS Trust. My name is Wumi Ognoiki. I'm the undergrad tutor for Maidstone Hospital as well as the sub-dean. Together with a dedicated, approachable and friendly group of undergraduate staff, we look after the students, year 4, year 5, GKT, King's Medical students, as well as year 5, George's Medical students. Maidstone Hospital is well known in terms of its strong teaching faculty, which consists of a group of clinicians, firm leads, clinical staff, as well as training doctors that day-to-day supervise the clinical exposures for students on this side. The Educational Centre at Maidstone is well resourced to support the training program, and it does house teaching spaces where on a regular basis there are formal teaching activities going on. It does also have a well-resourced library which has 24-hour access for students as well as Wi-Fi. There is a clinical skills room as well as a simulation suite with high fidelity equipment. As a trust, we are highly committed to fostering an excellent learning environment for students, and this is actually quality assured regularly through our undergraduate faculty meetings, and we do have student representatives at this meeting. So it's very important that students are giving us their feedback so that we can, on a regular basis, improve the educational experience on the site. Because of, I would say, the high educational ethos in the trust, we actually have seen several medical students return to the trust for their training foundation programs. I definitely would say, and I believe you'll have a thoroughly valuable educational experience with us here. I want to say welcome again to all of you to the trust.
I'm Joanna Woolard, the undergraduate administrator at the Maidstone site, looking after all the medical students that come through from King's to St George's. I'm here to help organise their induction and their teaching booklets, which will include their induction programme, clinical timetable and their teaching programme. And this is issued to the students before they arrive, so they know what sort of teaching they're going to be getting on placement, and so they know which consultant and firm they're going to be under and which ward they're going to be working on. And I'm also here just to answer any questions and deal with any concerns that the students may have before they come to the hospital and while they're here on placement. I think one of the most important things is for the students to know who they can come to. Sometimes they may not feel comfortable talking to their consultant if they have any concerns about, any problems they have on the wards. They may not feel comfortable addressing the consultant about it. So they can always come to us and then we can liaise with the consultant, or we can liaise with the sub-dean, who then can take that forward with one of their consultant colleagues. And sometimes it might be something personal that they're a bit upset about, and it's just it's for them knowing that they can come to us about anything really. I think it's important to try and get to know the students as well, so when there is teaching, they're here for their lunch, just even going into the dining room, just have a conversation with them, getting to know them and then getting to know you, so that they are comfortable coming to see you.
Well, I'm Steve. I'm the undergraduate administrator based here at Tunbridge Wells Hospital. My role is to look after and support students while they're on placement here. Also, part of my job is to organise induction, organise bedside teaching programs for the students while they're here. And that will vary depending on what the student requirements are and what their programs are. We are here, Maidstone Tunbridge Wells is one trust, two hospitals, so we have two sites. And the students, depending on their programme, will be based at either Tunbridge Wells Hospital or Maidstone. Unfortunately, we don't have accommodation sufficient at either site to accommodate all the students that are at the site, but we do have a bus service that runs between each site, and that's free to students as it is to other staff. So whilst we will do our best to accommodate students where they're placed, where their clinical placement is, it's not always possible. Well, we're resident in the Education and Training Centre here, which is in the Purple Zone Level 2. They can ring me, get my email address prior to being here as part of the induction pack, but I'll also be at induction. We'll introduce myself so you put a name to a face. So as I say, ring me, come down. But the beauty is that I'm in the hospital, so if they need to, in real time, if I've got issues, come and see me. Always contact me.